It is urgent that the Iraqi leaders take together the necessary bold steps to bring an end to the current mayhem and foil attempts by terrorists to destroy the social fabric of the Iraqi society. End quote. The words there of the Special Representative of the UN Secretary General for Iraq, Nikolai Mladenov. This past month, October, was apparently the worst one in terms of the overall death toll in Iraq since April of 2008. Almost 1,000 people were killed across the country, according to the Iraqi Ministries of Defense, Interior and Health. The vast majority of those killed were civilians. According to Al Jazeera, more than 7,000 people have been killed in attacks this year in Iraq. So it's rampant violence then. Suicide bombings are nothing new in Iraq, of course. Now, many are pointing the finger at Al-Qaeda, but they're not responsible for all of the violence, all of the bloodshed going on inside Iraq, surely. Are there not suicide bombers, fighters coming across the Syrian border into Iraq? I think some Iraqi security officials have been saying they've seen evidence that this has happened. From the outside looking in, it seems like the Iraqi government are unable to deal with this. All these hideous car bombings and targeted killings. Is November going to be worse than October? Then December worse than November? Prime Minister Al-Maliki has asked the US for assistance. What can the US do to help? What can they do to stop the upward surge in violence? Is intelligence, equipment, and military assistance going to stop the upward surge? The bloodshed? Is it going to stop it? Some people in the United States think Al-Maliki is partly to blame for the violence because of the way he's been exercising power. Is there another civil war on the way here? We've got ethnic tension, sectarian tension and violence, hatred, cycles of revenge. Yeah, bad situation. What must life be like for a kid growing up in Iraq, in, say, Baghdad, or Tikrit, I don't know, or Basra? How can you feel secure? How can most Iraqis living in the country ever feel really secure, not knowing where the next car bombing is coming from? Is it you next? Are you next? Is it someone in your family next? Many have got to be living in a constant state of fear. And all this killing, it's such a terrible waste of life, talent, potential. Doesn't have to be this way. How many people, when they check the news, are surprised in the slightest when they check what's going on in Iraq and they see the headline, 50 dead, or 100 killed in mosque attack, or 60 or 70 killed in marketplace explosions? Does it even raise an eyebrow with some people, I wonder? And it's not just Iraq, is it, you know? Syria, Egypt. I hope things get better for Iraq, as I do for other countries in the Middle East. I hope the violence stops and the country can somehow find peace, but it's looking grim right now. How could Iraq achieve peace? You tell me. Because I don't know. What has to be done?